Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 16 of High and Mighty, the Pro Wrestling podcast. We have just finished watching, in one form or another, Night of Champions from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It is our review of the week. It is our weekly podcast. We're delighted to have you with us. We've got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen, sitting opposite me. It is a mix between Antonio Banderas from Zorro and the late, great Eddie Guerrero. How are you, my friend?
Hola, vato. Viva la raza.
Dude, how are we doing, everybody? You look like the dude at the end of Training Day who's going to beat the shit out of...
I thought we were going to blast him, Holmes. Yeah. Bato's telling the truth. Bato's telling the truth. And you've got Ethan Hawke's haircut as well, dude.
Oh God, it's the
That's
heat,
ace.
Man. It's the
That's
heat.
ace.
I'm frizzy.
Bato's telling the truth. What an interesting pay-per-view we just saw.
We've got SmackDown to review. We've got the pay-per-view to review. There is only one place to start. We literally just finished with the last ever match, theoretically, between John Cena and CM Punk. It's done. That feud is done.
Do you think that's it? Do you think that's it?
That's it. Can't see anything more. I mean...
You can't see anything else.
So we've got SummerSlam coming up. Say SummerSlam. We've got SummerSlam coming up, and it seems like what they've just pivoted towards is another Seth Rollins CM Punk match, because Seth Rollins just cost CM Punk the championship. So much has come out of this match. It feels like John Cena was toying with turning face. He's still a heel, but he'll be a face, I guarantee. I would imagine by the time we go to Paris, he'll be a face. So here's what's happened.
Oh, am I getting my Cena t-shirt? Nah, I'm going to get Latino heat.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
What did you say? Fuck him.
That guy. Listen to me. Here's what seems to have come out.
By the way, my name is Chavo.
Chavito. So here's what seems to have come out of this pay-per-view. Cody Rhodes, my boy, wins King of the Ring. That means we're going to get Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at SlammerSlam.
Are you sure?
Well, that's what we're getting. Yeah, unless something happens between now and then. That's what we're going to get.
I was quite surprised. I mean, like I said, over text to Henry, to our lovely audience. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us once again on the High and Mighty Wrestling podcast. I said to Hen over WhatsApp, I think Cody's going to go heel.
Yeah, you did. I think he will eventually. I don't think it's going to be for a while. My feeling now, and I want to talk about the main event because it's what's just happened. And I thought, apart from the very, very overbooked finish, I thought it was great. I thought it was really cool. I thought that despite the fact that obviously we had a very angry rant about the John Cena pipe bomb, which I still stand by everything we said, I feel like WWE and John Cena went quite a long way to trying to repair the damage they'd done to CM Punk. So it makes me feel better that they're not trying to bury CM Punk. They actually made Punk look really good in that match.
They did. I was very surprised considering everything they said.
Now, what it seems to be coming out of Night of Champions is that Cody Rhodes is now the number one contender. So what I feel is this. They've teased John Cena being now torn by the fans and feeling like he needs to go face, which is what I think should happen, because I think the heel turn has been a disgrace. It's been an absolute flop. So get him face. So what I think will happen now is we will have Cody Rhodes beat John Cena at SummerSlam. John Cena will turn face at the end of that match, and then we will have a few more months of John Cena as a face before he retires. That's what I think will happen. That's my prediction.
No Roman.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it felt like the perfect time for him to come back. It felt like they were setting it up, and then, bless him, happy to be there, Penta came out,
Penta.
I feel like Penta
and again, they're probably... Lost. I think he did.
Yeah.
Or they weren't paying him, and Penta decided to come out.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Roman Reigns, and we'll get to that at some point in this chat, everybody. The whole Roman Reigns situations...
Let's center on this, because I think you're right. Roman Reigns is a different topic, but we talk about that today as well. First of all, what did you think of the CM Punk versus John Cena match that we've just seen?
I thought it was great. I really, really did. There were glimpses of everything that's happened with their history, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
two completely different types of wrestlers, two completely different types of personalities, completely clashing together. And I just feel there's been a real history, a personal, professional history between these two men. And in a weird way, they find common ground.
Yeah, I mean, I think in a way that was the storyline.
Which is really odd, consider what happened after the pipe bomb from Cena, because, and we'll get to SmackDown and everything in a minute, everybody, but it was really fucking personal from Cena's part. I thought they might as well just tell CM Punk to go in the back and go home.
So what I feel like happened, and I don't know this, I don't have insider knowledge, but what I think happened is that clearly when they decided they were going to do this storyline, it was decided that John Cena would do CM Punk and CM Punk would do John Cena. So Cena was told, you're going to do a pipe bomb, great, and Punk was told, you're going to do Thugonomics rap, okay? What I think happened is Cena did the pipe bomb, and it just goes to show how dumb WWE are at the moment. And actually, I don't want to spend too much time shitting on WWE because I thought that was a really good show.
No, and no, not at all.
But I feel like
going to keep this positive, everybody.
Yeah, I feel like it was what was planned, and I think that the pipe bomb was an absolute failure. Now, I've got to say this really quickly. I've read so many articles on this pipe bomb from respected online journalists, and I'm just going to say right now, you journalists out there ought to be fucking ashamed of yourselves. You're an absolute joke.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake news and a lot of bullshit that's all online.
Joke that you go on there and you type in your little blogs that it was the best promo of Cena's career. Guys, you don't know shit about professional wrestling. He's a villain and he was cheered by the audience. That is a failure. And if you can't see that as wrestling journalists and you can't call that out, I'm sorry, you are no good at your job. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, no, but I agree, Hen. I don't know why everyone's getting so caught up at the moment in what Cena's saying, because a lot of what he has been saying is utter bullshit.
Yeah, and I'll say this as well,
and
too.
But I don't get why fans...
I want to call out the biggest hypocrite in this industry, Dave LaGreca. You are so fucking phony, man. You're so fucking phony. When Cena did the heel turn and it was bad and the fans were cheering, and you got on your podcast and you said some really cool shit. You were like, this is bullshit. For 25 years you booed him and now you're cheering.
But he's done a 180.
Now, the pipe bomb was... It was the best. It was the best promo, bro, that he's ever cut. It was the best. No, Dave, you're just a fucking tired old man. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. Shut your fucking...
Yeah, but I think, Hen, there's a real habit at the moment, and the thing is, me and you don't do this. There's a real habit of hypocrisy.
Yes, they're fucking...
If you're gonna have a fucking opinion, you got to stick to it.
Yeah,
you can't fucking say one week.
Yeah, Bully Ray.
I'm totally saying this.
Yeah.
Go on.
Bully Ray fucking sits on that show and he talks about how to be a heel, you've got to be hated. Now, I didn't watch the rest of the show, so I don't know what he said. But if he didn't stand up to Dave LaGreca afterwards and go, Dave, hold on a second, man. Like, how can you say that was a good promo? The guy's a heel. Like, how can you say that? Then that is literally spot on, dude. There is a fucking habit of hypocrisy.
Yeah, because everybody's missing the point. And the reason why I say that is... everybody listening, a heel is a heel, a face is a face. You are hated when you're a heel. There's nothing likable about you. Even if the crowd is chanting, you don't go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to do something cool here for the crowd. No, you don't do anything cool. You stick to the fucking script and you're hated. Yeah, you're hated. If you're a face, your job is to get the crowd going, to get the crowd on your side, not when you're a fucking bad guy. You don't see the fucking villain in films fucking doing something so fucking kind, and you don't see the fucking villain picking up an apple and giving it somebody because they're a fucking villain.
Because that would be bad acting and bad writing. And
but I honestly feel, God bless John, God bless him, and it was a pleasure meeting him with my daughter, but I think John Cena got lost along the way of this farewell tour. I think he was so hated for so many years, legitimately by wrestling fans. The fact that he's retiring and he's getting cheered, I think Cena is playing into it, and I think that's been one of the real downfalls of this heel turn.
Yeah.
He hasn't been playing a heel, everybody. No. What we just saw a second ago in the pay-per-view, he's not playing a fucking heel, and it's nothing on Cena as a person. Before anybody gets upset, write in if you've got any issues with us, what we say about John Cena. Please write in, please give us your opinion, and me and Henry will gladly give our opinion back to you. But like what Hen has said, there's so many fucking idiots online that are saying, well, oh, that was the best promo of Cena's career. Absolute fucking nonsense.
Yeah, just nonsense. And dude, I think that's really eloquent.
Ridiculous.
It's exactly right what you just said. And so I think I want to say this. Look, John, you're right. I don't think John Cena was really playing heel in that match, and that's because I firmly believe they are now slowly planting the seeds of John Cena turning face, and I don't think it will be very long. And I think, for what it's worth, I can't believe I'm saying this only 4 months later, but it's the right move. He shouldn't be a heel. He should be a face. The people want to cheer him. Let them cheer him. He's gone.
Because it was an utter... And that's it, dude. But it was an utter failure.
Yeah, but the reason it was a failure is what you've just said. It was a failure because... for many reasons behind the scenes, but I said a couple of weeks ago, I don't think John Cena has it anymore. The reality is, I don't think if you put a gun to his head, I don't think John Cena wants to be a heel. Not really.
I don't think he does, but at the same time, he's been given a job to do, everybody. He's been given a job. You go out there to be a heel. You go out there and do as you're told. You don't play up to the audience. You're not a fucking pop star. No. You're not a rock star. What was that rule we said years ago, Hen? And I'm going to put this out there, everybody. When me and Hen were doing professional wrestling, I remember we had a discussion, this was years ago, of, well, we constantly need to make the audience react. And I remember you turned around to me, Hen, and you said, no, Mike. And I was like, well, no, we always need to get a reaction. And you said, no, you don't always need a reaction.
Yeah, if it's not your role.
All you need to do is play your fucking role, and the audience will do what they need to do. Yeah. But you don't need to keep constantly doing things to make the audience react. And I think WWE, that's all they're bothered about. They're just bothered about the audience reacting.
It's really interesting. I was reading back through one of the old Dave Meltzer newsletters about SummerSlam 2004 in preparation for one of our Wrestlers History episodes, unfortunately, on the subject of Chris Benoit.
Yes.
But it was the SummerSlam where Benoit lost the title to Randy Orton. And if you remember, because we watched that live, the crowd were into all the heels. They cheered for people who they shouldn't be cheering, and they weren't cheering for people they should. And WWE used to hate that. But instead of beating it by being... scripting things properly and playing heels and playing faces, they just started going, do whatever you want as long as you make noise, and that just ruins wrestling. But I don't want to.
I'll give something to Randy Orton, and people. And again, he isn't the greatest talker of all time, Randy Orton. But what I will say about him is, Orton does his role.
Yeah, he does.
He does his role in the ring. Yeah. He doesn't fucking all of a sudden turn around and want the people to cheer for him. He sticks to the script.
Yeah, I agree. And so, look, I think John Cena's heel turn has been a failure, and I believe now they are planting the seeds to turn him face. That's what I saw in that match. Now, lots of things happened in the match. I think CM Punk has been rebuilt quite a lot over the last couple of days. I thought his Punkonomics John Cena impression was really funny. It wasn't perfect. Yeah. But
I felt it was a bit soft, I thought, from CM Punk. I honestly, Hen, I really think they couldn't fucking take if he did a real promo on what was given to him previously. I honestly
think as well, if I'm completely honest, I think that the way it was written wasn't right. But anyway, it is what it is. It's done. I liked the promo on SmackDown. I think the match tonight did a lot to show that CM Punk is a top babyface in the company. It took a lot of fucking interference to cost CM Punk the match. CM Punk kicked out 3 attitude adjustments, and he had Cena beat. And then Seth Rollins cost him. I thought the match was really, really cool. I thought there were some really interesting moments. I think Cena going to hit Punk with the title belt, and then the crowd getting to him, and him deciding, no, I'm not going to do it. And then the hug at the end, and then he decides, no, fuck it, I'm going to stay heel. I honestly think he turns face against Cody Rhodes. at SummerSlam. I think he will lose the title. I'm predicting it now. He will lose the title.
Does Cody go heel?
No, not yet, but he will soon. But it won't
not
be
yet.
for a couple of years.
Not
Cody
yet,
Rhodes,
okay.
because he's still getting cheered. Cody Rhodes will win the title back from John Cena at SummerSlam, and I am telling you now, like I've said all fucking year long, at WrestleMania we get Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. That is what I believe is going to happen.
The last night.
I hope. You know, there's only one man that can stop that.
Who's that? Dwayne Johnson. Fuck! And he honest to Christ,
he likes to fuck Cody.
He loves to fuck Cody.
Yeah, he does. He does. It's like Cody's the
No
gimp of Pulp
fucking way.
Fiction.
No fucking way. Do you think he fuck? Oh my God! Imagine if The Rock over
at
Christmas,
the end of the day,
Rock comes out, walks out, and he doesn't say anything like he did last year. Oh,
at the end of the day,
the audience will go, "Oh, fucking hell! We know what happens here. Rock's going to come out, do one thing, and then he's going to interfere." And
at the end of the day, there is only one match that can top a Cody Rhodes CM Punk main event, and that's Roman Reigns versus The Rock. And if The Rock decides this is the year to do it, then it will be the main event of WrestleMania. Simple as that.
Wow.
So who knows? But I think Cody Rhodes, CM Punk is the destination. I think they're keeping them apart at the moment. They've had a few little teasers backstage. We'll get to that. I think the belt comes back to Cody at SummerSlam. Back to the match. Thought it was really cool. I popped hard when Seth Rollins came out. I texted you. I told you, because I thought it was going to be the cash in.
Really cool. Really cool.
But I'm excited to see when that happens. We're going to get another Seth Rollins CM Punk match. I'm not massively interested in that. But, you know, give it a gimmick. Maybe it's like, I don't know, loser leaves town. You know, whoever loses has to go to the other show or something. I don't know.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Like, just get the fuck away from each other forever now. Have one last match. That would be good. So, Cena then wins by being a heel, but as I say, I think he turns face. I thought that... Okay, let's recap the show really briefly. I thought Cody and Randy Orton did a great job, and I thought it was really cool seeing Cody win.
It was really cool. Yeah. Orton, what can I say? He's a great wrestler. He's a great wrestler. And I'll always give Randy Orton that credit.
It was a really slow match, but in a good way.
And yeah, it was great because it was fucking slow.
Yeah, took their time. Lots of history between the two. Excellent seeing Cody Rhodes win. Excellent seeing Cody Rhodes get back to win.
I didn't think he was going to win.
I know you were. Mike has been printing T-shirts all week.
I have.
The Owen Hart, Coco Beware resurgence.
I've been saying that Cody's going to be the new Rip Taylor to Hen. He's going to come out at WrestleMania and he's literally just going to get a bucket of confetti doing that. Oh, thank you. Right, Cody, go in the back now.
So,
do you remember Rip Taylor through Wayne's World 2?
Wayne's World reference for you all there. Showing our age.
He said, "Who are you?" It's Jim Morrison. I'm a dead rock star. So he played me a couple of songs from the Doors.
So I thought that was a good match. I thought Rhea Ripley is. Well, look, tell the world what you text me about Rhea Ripley.
I've said this for such a long time. Rhea Ripley is the woman's wrestler. Other than Liv Morgan surprising the hell out of me. Rhea Ripley is the standard. She is the standard. Mm-hmm. But I feel that they were pushing her aside and they kind of changed direction and they weren't going with her anymore.
Yeah.
But she's a fucking superstar.
She's a superstar.
She gets a huge reaction when she comes out.
Very interesting to see. I can't remember what the date was that they've announced they're doing another takeover in Australia.
Yes.
So I imagine she'll either be the champion by then or win the title back. But I think
I really do. They need to keep the focus on her.
Sometimes it's okay to just put the belt on the person who is the biggest star.
And that's it. I don't understand why they have a fucking
because sometimes
issue
they
with
use
that.
the belt as kind of like a boost for the person, but I just think for the women's division right now, center it around Rhea Ripley. Now, speaking of the women's division, I didn't realize that they had gone quite so far into the Jade Cargill is literally Storm from X-Men.
What the fuck, man?
That was honestly like
fucking.
It was like a Halloween
obsessed
costume.
with. No, but pushing her. God bless her. She can't talk.
She can't talk and she can't wrestle. She's got a great look.
She can't.
Great look.
She's got a fucking unbelievable look.
But the fact that they're making her look like a
doesn't look
cosplay
comfortable.
Storm.
Yeah, well,
Weird.
dude, I think they know. I think they know she ain't gonna get the fucking roller storm.
No,
fuck it. Let's just dress her up as it.
But do you not think it's weird that even her entrance music is literally a rip-off on the cartoon X-Men theme?
Well, yeah, because, dude, what else
so
can they
weird.
do with this woman?
Yeah.
I'm not being horrible when I say this, but she's wooden.
She is wooden. And again,
She's
look, let's be
wooden.
honest with her. She's green, but then she's green because she's been in the business for 2 years. So fair play
Yeah,
to
but
her.
fuck me. At AEW, she had all the time in the world
she
to
didn't
fucking
really. They didn't fucking
improve. And no, but it doesn't matter if you're not used. If you can go out there and have a good match, people can go, oh, right, okay. So you can do something with nothing.
I know,
It's that
but she
phrase.
can't,
Wow,
and that is
you can
because
do
she's
something
green.
with nothing.
I thought Asuka did a great job putting her over, and Asuka's brilliant. I thought she's fantastic. I thought she did a good job bumping around for her.
They need to stop pushing Jade Cargill. They
won't,
need
though,
to
because she's a
stop.
big investment. The crowd were dead for it. And
Her
that was
promo at the end. Oh,
they were dead.
my
The crowd, who
fucking
basically
God.
were alive for everything, were dead. So fucking fair play. Rhea Ripley, I thought that match was sick. I thought the finish was scary, but it was really good.
Yeah. What with the referee holding the table?
Yeah, fucking hell. But
I think he was really fucking scared as well.
and what else did I miss? What else am I missing? I think that's it, is it? Is that it?
No. I'm going to say this loud and clear, everybody. Jacob Fatu
Oh yeah, of course.
is
Brilliant.
fucking so much better than Roman fucking Reigns. Boom, you heard me say it, everybody. Jacob Fatu has more passion. He's more fierce. He has more fucking personality than fucking Roman Reigns could ever wish for. The second they put the rocket pack on Jacob Fatu, people are going to fucking forget about Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to be Captain Crunch. They're going to forget about him in 2 fucking minutes.
I love it. Boy, oh boy.
That is my personal opinion of how impressive. He's not even the world champion yet, Jacob Fatu. He's unbelievable. What a fucking presence he's got.
Yeah, I agree. I disagree with you about the Roman Reigns thing, but I love it, dude. I think that opinion is fucking
Roman
sick.
Reigns has
Dude,
Roman Reigns has
you've
no
got
personality.
Latino heat in you now because of the
I have.
And it's coming out.
I rip up their poster. At the end of the day,
I love it. You're trying to get
Roman
into
Reigns-
Roman's house like Eddie tried to get into the fucking Playboy Mansion. Carried away. Look, I thought
unbelievable.
what was really
keep
cool.
the
by
showers warm.
I
Mate.
thought what was really cool. I got to say this as well. I agree with everything you're saying, bar the Roman Reigns comparison. I think Jacob Fatu is fucking exceptional. I thought Solo was
exceptional.
fucking great in this match as well.
Don't get me wrong, right? Roman Reigns looks like he looks like how a wrestler should look like. I've said so many times, but the difference is, ladies and gentlemen listening, our lovely audience listening, there's a difference between
Take it easy, Bobby
style.
Heenan.
There's a difference between style over substance. And I believe with so many wrestlers that WWE have created, that's what they have done. They have done that so many times. Why do you think CM Punk is a fucking superstar, everybody? Because he has personality.
Yeah.
That is what it's all about. You can't just fucking... I might as well watch Hercules or that crap wrestler fucking Barbarian. That's how crap... That is somebody who's just a muscle man. That is all.
Dude, I think...
That is all. And Roman Reigns, I'm sorry, he is not going to live up to be what they have put him out there to
Well,
be.
look, I will say this, because it's good to have conflict. I think the last 3 years, Roman Reigns has proven himself to be one of the best of all time.
He has, and I'll say this once and for the last time again, because the Red Cross has been put through that door. A plague stopped the world, and people have to like Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get a T-shirt printed, and Roman, if you're listening, at the end of the day, I would rather watch paint dry than watch you do a promo, my friend. Still.
My God. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Latino Heat, Michael Rose, has laid down the law And there's a non-alcoholic beers. There's nothing. He's drug-free. He's alcohol-free. He's just full of rage. I'll say this. I think it's interesting and compelling stuff to be able to disagree about this. I'm a big fan of Roman Reigns, but I think regardless, Jacob Fatu needs that rocket.
Roman Reigns is like Goldberg.
Disagree.
Roman Reigns is like Goldberg.
Disagree.
Honestly, that's that. We can agree or disagree. But yes, you have to get it in there, everybody. We have to try and get that in there every episode.
I love it.
Roman's not lived up to the expectation. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, I think he has, but dude, he wasn't even on the show. That's interesting.
So the question is, and we're gonna ask everybody, where do you think Roman Reigns is?
Let me tell you what
we know the whole thing with Street Fighters going on. Or
Let
whatever.
me tell you what I think is going to happen, okay? Because basically, I don't want to see another CM Punk Seth Rollins match. So I think at SummerSlam, we're going to get CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Maybe and the Usos, maybe and Sami Zayn against Seth Rollins' team. I don't think we're going to get a straightforward CM Punk versus Seth Rollins match. I hope we don't. We've done it too many times. I think Roman Reigns is ready to come back. There is nowhere else for him to go. So unless we're going to get another fucking triple threat match, which for God's sake I don't want to watch.
No.
I really hope we get CM Punk and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and whoever the fuck. Maybe add Sammy to the mix. Maybe add the Usos to the mix. Let's do something. Right. Maybe it's like a War Games thing. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is. Let's do that. That's a good match. I'll pay my money to watch that.
Right.
I thought the match with Jacob Fatu, I thought Solo Sikoa, I've got to say, I don't know why he impresses me week after week after week as a heel. By the way,
he's very good as well.
Talk about a guy playing a heel. Nothing likable about him. Not trying to get
nothing likable about him.
Keeps bad mouthing. He's doing that classic thing that Rock used to do when he was a bad guy. Talking all the time.
That was great. Loved it in the match.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Constant talking. I forgot the name of the dude. So did Michael Cole, by the way, the new guy who joined the stable. Let's talk about.
I did. I saw that.
I forgot his name. Michael Cole was like, "It's Tonga Loa's sons, brothers, friends, teachers, postmen."
I did. I was wetting myself.
He looked fucking badass. He looked cool. And again, this is cool. Let's grow the faction out, stack the odds against the babyface. We've now got Jacob Fatu chasing Solo Sikoa. Fantastic. Brilliant. I thought the backflip sort of whisper in the wind over the top rope was so cool for a man of his size.
Yeah.
Fucking exceptional. Yeah. Absolute knocked out of the park from both of those guys. And again, the Samoan dynasty created from the bloodline. So much cool shit has come out of that isn't Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. Like Solo Sikoa.
All these other Samoans are more interested in Roman Reigns, everybody. Cool. It's quite fascinating. Quite fascinating.
I think God, scorched earth tonight, dude. You are fucking scorched. It's literally your apocalypse now tonight. It's literally fucking blowing up the forest of Roman Reigns. I love it. So funny. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
It is, yeah.
So that's Night of Champions. I think it's, you know what? It's what we've been asking for a long time.
It was a really good pay-per-view.
But it's left us with some intrigue. Like, I want to see what CM Punk does on Raw. I want to see what Seth Rollins does on Raw. I want to see if Roman Reigns returns on Raw. I want to see what John Cena's promo is next. Is he just going to be Dick Dastardly, or is he going to start talking?
No, I hope not.
He can't be. I want to see Cody Rhodes.
The heel things.
I want to see Cody Rhodes cutting the promo about finally it's time to get my fucking belt back, you prick. I want to see that, okay? I think it's set
Christ, we've been waiting since fucking WrestleMania. Know, Jesus dude, Christ.
I think it sets up...
Long.
I know. I think it sets up some really interesting stuff. I really do. I think it's a fascinating time now after that pay-per-view. Now, I want to say this as well, by the way, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I'm
just going to say this as well, the same time as you. That was better than WrestleMania.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
it fucking was. Shocking.
It fucking was. And again, suck it, haters. Like, if you disagree, fucking come and tell us. You're wrong. Sorry. You're fucking wrong. WrestleMania was flat. That was alive. I'm going to say this as well. I'm going to say this because we've talked about this and there's some controversy. Now, I want to say this. I watched the pay-per-view. I said I wouldn't watch the pay-per-view. I did not watch I hope I don't get in trouble.
Oh yes, well done. Well,
I did
everybody,
not watch the
let's give a round of applause for Hen.
I did not watch the pay-per-view on Netflix. However, I have spent the last week actually with a friend of mine who used to live in Saudi Arabia. We had quite a long talk about the whole thing. Obviously, I have spent some time on this podcast talking about Saudi Arabia and the politics and all that stuff. What I will say is this, and I'm not apologizing because we've both said this the whole time. We're not talking about individuals from Saudi Arabia. The crowd,
absolutely not,
of individual people, wrestling fans from Saudi Arabia were exceptional and fair fucking play to you. And I thought as I was watching it, on a fucking stream, if Paris can get a show, if this place can get a show, then fine. It's the nature of the business that I think sucks. It's the nature of the fact that it's to do with the kingdom rather than just taking a show. And I think that is still bad. I think the politics...
It's good to put this into context. Yeah, it is, because, again...
I think the politics...
In no shape or form are we disrespecting anybody of their own culture.
And I'm saying this now again.
I myself, Henry's for all different types of people, so I am different types of people. So.
I will say this again. I don't think there will ever be a time, and call me a hypocrite, whatever, but I don't think there will ever be a time when I pay to watch a show of professional wrestling in Saudi when it's booked by the regime that runs Saudi Arabia. But that aside, watching it as I did, I thought the fans were exceptional. I don't like the Ole chant. Fucking hell, guys, just stop that. It doesn't mean anything. But the rest of it,
but that was.
I fucking loved how into it they were, and I'll give them credit. They were booing John Cena. They were cheering for him, but they were chanting, "Cena sucks. You can't wrestle."
Yeah.
They were behind. They weren't being dickheads.
They were doing everything right.
They were doing everything right. They were goddamn happy to be a part of the show. They weren't trying to make the show about them. So I can't believe I'm saying this as well. Fucking kudos, Saudi Arabia. Well done.
Do you think that's been a major thing, a major factor in the reactions from SmackDown and Raw and most of the things with WWE, that the fans are making it about themselves rather than watching the show and investing in the show? It's a really good point.
Unfortunately, and I'm not trying to shit on him because I think he's done really well tonight. And I thought, again, we got some comments on our post about the angry rant about John Cena. We got some people going, "God, you're angry men." It's like, yeah, we are fucking angry. And the reason we're fucking angry is that promo didn't achieve anything. It didn't achieve anything apart from trying to bury one of the top stars. However, based on SmackDown and based on what happened tonight, I do believe that WWE and John Cena went, shit, we went too far. That doesn't help anything. Because when Punk came out dressed as the rapper, Cena, even though he can't act, did his best to make it seem like, oh my God, I'm seeing a ghost, what the hell? And take all the stuff and take the Hulk Hogan diss and all that. And tonight, he literally made Punk look like $1 million. So, and I want to say this as well, whilst we're on the subject. To all you people out there, and you are a very small minority of people who still like to talk about how CM Punk is a fucking prick, guys, you don't know CM Punk. I don't know CM Punk. I judge him based on what he does on television. And what he does on television is more captivating than anything you have ever done in your entire fucking life. Okay? Stop believing bullshit rumors that were created by children in a poorly run company and just make your own opinion. Stop being dickheads.
I think that's a really interesting point, Hen. I think CM Punk's an interesting character. CM Punk is very outspoken. In the society that we live in now, most of the time, if not all the time, if you're an outspoken individual, you will be deemed as a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
And CM Punk is highlighted in that in so many ways. And I think there is not a culture, but I think there's a certain type of wrestling fan that goes after him all the time. Even if he doesn't say anything, they will still go after him. They will always pick. They will always say, well, what he said there was out of context, or he's not respecting that other person, or Punk is making it all about himself. And to be fair, and you saw this, everybody, you saw what CM Punk did. CM Punk fucking held his hands up and he fucking apologized about that tweet. Fair play. Not many fucking people would have the balls to do that. Hulk Hogan never fucking did that. He never came back to WWE and said, hey, I'm a fucking racist. I apologize for that. I'm so sorry. I am so fucking heartfelt, and I feel so fucking bad that I've done that, but I'm apologizing. That takes some literal balls, everybody.
And you know what's funny?
People can fucking say what they want to say about him.
You know what's funny? Everybody there online going, God, he's going to get roasted in Saudi Arabia. And when he turned up to the press conference, he was booed. And in about 10 seconds, he had the whole place.
He got everybody on his side. Yeah. But, and again, I've said it, Hen.
Mike, how did he do it? By being what?
Honest.
And honest and truthful. Whatever word you want to use.
Yeah, but again, Hen, you've just said it within 2 seconds. You know, CM Punk picked the guy out of the crowd. The guy obviously, and he saw whatever, and CM Punk said, you know, I'm here. Hi, everybody. I'm a person for all cultures. I mean, for fuck's sake, CM Punk's wife's Puerto Rican people. Yeah. So, come on.
It had nothing to do with race anyway, for fuck's sake. I mean, and again, just to say this, it's great that CM Punk apologized, but at the same time, he was absolutely fucking right. Like, the whole contract with WWE is a blood money contract. So let's not fucking get our panties in a twist. It's like this. Let's not forget that this is a man who came out on AEW television wearing a trans rights are human rights t-shirt. This is a man who stands up for the oppressed.
But people forget about that, Hen.
Because it's very convenient to do so. So go and suck Hulk Hogan's dick. Leave CM Punk alone. Let's just stop this.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all.
These people who are a vocal minority, fine, that's your opinion, but I am going to challenge it. I want to say again, thank you to our 50 or 60 new followers that gained this week.
Thank you so much.
A record number. And I said this to Mike last time. I said it on the last podcast. Over the last week, we have improved our podcast listens by over 372%. That is mind-blowing to us.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much, and let's keep this going. But thank you to all
sticking with us. Thank you for indulging us. Thank you for helping us grow. And speaking of growth, today it's Saturday 28th of June. We will be releasing this, but on Monday, the very first episode of our brand new twin podcast, The Wrestle is History, is going to drop. And it's a different format to this, guys. It's a deep dive into professional wrestling's history. You've seen the adverts. If you haven't, do check it out. It is a play on my favorite podcast, The Rest is History. It's all about wrestling history. And given how controversial this man is, given how much we goddamn love him, the first episode, as you all know, is about the one and only final boss, the king of men's moisturizer, the energy drink cartel. It is the tequila magnet, Dwayne,
the Disney mascot,
Maui himself. And all I want to say is the first episode drops on Monday. What can I say except you're welcome? So,
what a perfect thing to say.
What a perfect thing to say. We hope you love the episode. If you do like the episode, it would mean a lot to us if you'd give us a review. Give us a 5-star rating. Hit subscribe. Hit follow. Follow us on our YouTube channel. Follow us on our website, highandmightypod.com. Follow us on Instagram. All of this stuff helps us to grow because we've got some huge things in the pipeline.
We've got some huge things coming, people.
Our goal is to entertain you. At the end of the day, we might get angry, but we hope you find it entertaining when we get angry.
And that's all, ladies and gentlemen. This is all we are doing. We are entertaining you. We are not here to get angry with you. We are not here to upset you. We are not here to bore you. Well, sometimes, but for the most part, for the most important part, we are not here to fucking bore you. No. We are here to entertain you. We are here to make you have a reaction. We are here for you to speak the truth like we always do, and we are always real, and we want you to be honest as well, just like us.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another thing. Drop us an email. On our website, you can literally chuck in questions. We've had some really cool questions about AEW, so we're going to catch up on some AEW, kind of get into the content.
Yes, we've got some interesting things.
We've also, and I won't reveal who this is right now, but we've also had another really cool British independent wrestler reach out. We're in touch, and we are going to be having him as a guest on the show. More details to be announced soon. We are looking to make this a wrestling community, and we want your help. So we want to say again, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you for checking out this episode. And until Monday, when the Wrestlers History drops, have a great weekend, enjoy the show, and we will see you down the road. Adios.
Adios, Pato.